challenges that you may have been facing in your life. So, you may have been going through a situation where you felt like you were holding on to a lot of things that was happening to you. Maybe you had a really hard childhood growing up. Maybe you had a really harsh parent who didn't provide you that love. Maybe this parent was very cold towards you. So it really brought you a lot of childhood wounds. And with that, you felt like, it was so heartbreaking for you while you were maturing into the person that you are today. You felt like you were having very bad luck in everything that you were trying to accomplish. You did not feel like there was luck on your side for some reason. You felt like, you were dealt a really bad hand in this life. That had brought you a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress over the years. So you find yourself, it was very hard for you to move forward in certain things that you were trying to accomplish. But by surrendering, okay, you gracefully surrendered your struggles. While you grew, while you mature, while you gain enlightenment on your journey, you gracefully surrendered your struggle. You stopped obsessing over the things that you cannot change. You started to choose more peace. You started to release all of these burdens and these anxieties that was holding you trapped and stuck in the past. Maybe you did this by seeking out counseling or therapy or just a mentor that, really helped you to heal from these wounds that you were facing in your past. Because in your past, these past experiences that you experienced when you were younger really brought you to a dark place. You were having a lot of dark thoughts. You were going through it, back then. But you have really learned how to regain balance over yourself. You found yourself in more of a space where you are grateful. You are loving on yourself. You are probably in a more loving relationship now. You have more loving friendships, in your life now because you really did that healing work. You gain enlightenment to say, what? You can't be doing this to yourself by keeping yourself stuck on the past, because not forgiving what the past had done towards you was really keeping you stuck. So you really surrendered it and you just started to be more honest with yourself, right? So even if you didn't go through counseling or mentoring or therapy, you just really started to become more honest with yourself and what you are going through and what you have already faced. So when you became more honest with yourself, you started to nourish yourself because back then you weren't nourishing yourself. Okay, you were not, and because you weren't nourishing yourself, you were not living a life of enrichment and fulfillment. But now that you started to nourish yourself and you started to be honest with yourself and you started to surrender, these things that happened to you, you started to enjoy the more fulfilling parts of your life, right? So, and you're definitely feeling like you are deserving of these blessings. You are grateful for the things that happened to you because you know that it didn't necessarily happen to you, it happened for you. Because if these things didn't happen in your life, then you wouldn't have been where you are now. Okay. You feel like, all of these things that happened, they happened for you. And even if you had failed at something that you were trying in the past, you didn't make that stop you. You didn't make any failure stop you because you learned that failure is only learning. And when you learned from everything, once you surrendered everything, you were able to build yourself up. You were able to be more confident. You were able to become more resilient in your life. Okay, so Now you're in a space where you feel like you're deserving of all of these blessings. You may hit a really major milestone in your life, in your career, and you're feeling like, okay, you have really built a solid foundation from everything that you went through. You learned and you build a more solid foundation. Maybe now you have a loving family. Okay. Even if in the past you didn't, you grew and you build a loving family for yourself. Like maybe you're in a loving marriage and you have a dog, maybe you have pets, and you have children, and or you want to have children, but you're building a legacy for your life now. So you didn't make what happened in your past stopped you. So maybe you felt like, I don't want to be a victim of what happened in my life, right? And you just gained a lot of wisdom from it. You didn't make that keep you stuck, right? You reflected on the pain, yes. You reflected on the journey, yes. But you really released it. Even though it was hard for you to release it, it wasn't easy, it didn't happen overnight. But you released it. Like with time, you just really healed yourself layer by layer by layer. And now that you have done that, you take time to sit back and look around of what you have accomplished so far, right? And you know that you know yourself now. You know what you deserve. You know what you desire. And you find yourself worthy of it. Okay. You are worthy and you're deserving of it all. And you know this because it didn't happen overnight. Like I said, it did not happen overnight. You put in the work to achieve all of these things that you're achieving. You put in the work to become balanced in yourself, in your life, in your finances. You put in the work. So you're feeling very proud of yourself. And if you haven't taken the time to step back and see how far you have come in your life, take a step back and really look at the things that you have accomplished in your life so far. And just be grateful for the journey. Be grateful for the milestones that you have hit. Be grateful for the mentors that have come in your life to help you along your journey. Take the time. But I can feel that you are definitely feeling worthy and deserving of it, because maybe you are going through a court situation in your life and you gain justice over that situation. So and you're stepping back and looking at the journey leading up to that situation. You may have been overwhelmed, but justice is in your favor. You've literally won the battle. Whatever battles that you were going through in your life, you took the time, you learned patience. Okay, on this journey you learned patience. And you have overcome so much tough battles in your life, and all of those things that was not going in your favor before, everything is working out for you now because you have learned the lessons that you were meant to learn, and you are definitely inviting peace in your life now. And you are seeing that you have the power within you to transform your life to the way that you want it to be, to how you want it to be. You have the power to transform anything that you want in your life. And all of that realization came from all of the healing work that you did on yourself. And you are definitely seeing the empire that you are building, the empire that you've built, and you're just feeling very, very grateful, right? So you really see that, with the healing that you have done, with the investments that you have made, you've made the right investments in yourself and in your life. And you definitely continued to be committed towards your growth, towards your success, towards your abundance. And, you make sure that you continue to seek balance within yourself and balance within your life, and to make sure that you understand that Things are not happening against you. They're happening for you, okay? Because life is consistently conspiring in your favor, okay? So whatever it is that you have went through and all of the healing that you have done, it's very, very amazing that you have achieved all of the goals that you have set for yourself, even though the road was not easy. But you make sure that you continued to stay committed. You continue to stay consistent to what you wanted, okay? And you made sure that it doesn't even matter what was coming. That was once you were on that journey to achieve your goals and your desires, you made sure that you were repelling everything that was not of your good, whether it was toxic relationship, toxic friendship, toxic job opportunity, whatever it was. You made sure that you were repelling it and you were only attracting what you want, okay? And you just learned how to release and let go of the things that do not serve for your highest good on this journey. And you just learn how to accept everything. You chose yourself, you chose your abundance, you chose your future, and you are moving forward, okay? So with that said, I hope you were inspired with this message. Hello, beautiful soul. Thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. If you found that this message resonated with you in any way, if you were inspired by this message, please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and I hope that you're having a wonderful day.